What is good, internet? It is Spirit of Paradox here, and welcome back to another video. Yes, I have been gone for a month. I have been busy, I got a new job and have been working at that. But yeah, I also needed a bit of a break from Marvel as a whole. There's just been so much controversy, I didn't want to get involved in any of that. But nonetheless, I is back. Today we'll be covering Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion, and in this issue, we get to see Black Spider-Man enter the new Ultimate Universe. So if you guys are fans of the Ultimate Universe, we cover the original and the new on the channel, so make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Let's begin. The story begins on Earth 616 in Brooklyn, and here we see Miles Morales swinging through the city, but he's speaking in his journal, and it says, "Journal, my guy, how have you been? I know I usually talk this stuff out in my sessions with Dr. Korn, but it's been a minute, and I'd figure I'd dust you off. How am I? Well, life been lifting lately. Still stressful as things can get. I'm glad I've been able to overcome the hurdles. It's been a long journey, but I'm finally at a place where I feel like I can adjust to whatever life throws at me. Is that wild to say? It feels wild to say. I've had so much thrown at me recently, but I've been able to handle it the best I can. Mostly. Crazy thing is, I used to fear change, though I guess after what I've been through, I've just gotten used to it. And here we see, Miles begins to remember his moments with the Molecule Man at the ending of Secret Wars 2015 and the Maker in issue number 1 of Ultimate Invasion. It's like a part of me knows I've lost something, everything, but that I was given a second chance. I know I'm from someplace else, another universe. It's just the details are fuzzy. And Miles is actually referring to when he had his memories of Earth 1610, the original Ultimate Universe, in, I think it was at the ending of Spider-Man 2, and bits of Saladin Ahmed's run on Miles Morales, where we saw Ultimatum and the original Ultimate Green Goblin make their appearance in Miles' story. Even though I don't remember much, I knew I couldn't trust him, the Maker. That's why I tossed that card he gave me. Plus, you know, it was blank. But ever since he showed up, I've been feeling off, like there's some secret trying to crawl its way out of my head. A voice that says maybe the offer to join him in a new universe wasn't all smoke. Maybe there's something there that I can fill a void that I didn't even know I had. But then, I spend an extra 5 seconds thinking on it and feel stupid for doubting myself. And while Miles is thinking about this, he's putting his little sister to bed. And when he does so, he throws the card that the Maker gave to him in the trash can. But she crawls out of her little cot and sees the card and activates it. And this makes Miles Morales' spidey senses go off the charts. Barely 3 steps out of the room when it hits me. Danger. And he shouts, "Billy," as a flash of blue light emits from her bedroom. Miles is shocked to see that the card that he threw away has opened up a portal to the Ultimate Universe, and his little sister is falling inside, and he shouts her name in fear. Miles jumps into the portal shouting, "Billy, hold on, I'm coming." And he's having an internal monologue whilst going through this wormhole. I don't think. I leap in after Billy out of pure love and instinct. The place doesn't make sense. Teleporting never does. There's no telling what kind of effect this could have on us. I'm so close. I'm so close. A quarter of a second is all I need, and then I can use my webs. And as his suit fully manifests, we see A quarter of a second, and I'm too late. The portal closes before Miles can save his sister, and she lands in a jungle. But a mysterious figure says to her, "My, you look to be far from home, little one." In the next page, we go to Manhattan on Earth 6160, and here we see both of the Ultimate Spider-Men are patrolling, and these black spots begin to appear in the sky. Dad, have you seen something like that before? Cards on the table. No, but then again, I'm still relatively new at this. Seems like a perfect chance to let your suit do the thing, kiddo. Right. You hear that, suit? What do you got? And as we see, the Venom suit begins to analyze the situation. It's multiplying. We got that. Hold on. I'm trying to analyze the energy signature. Well, that's interesting. What is it? Asks Spider-Man. It appears the energy signature is organic in nature. That thing's alive? How the hell is that even possible? Language, Richard. Sorry. I feel that tingle again. The danger one? From where? Above. And then we see like a whoosh of energy comes out one of these black spots, and he pushes Richard out of the way. Holy crap! What the heck is that? Cards on the table? I got no idea, but I think it's safe to say he's not here to make our lives easier. And we find out this person who's come out of this portal is Ultimate Spot. And the thing is, he's just got his powers. It worked. Holy shit, it actually worked. That stupid box worked. Suck it, Stark. I'm important now. I have a power now. See? And would you look at that? I done found myself a couple of spiders. So this version of Spot seems to have a stutter. I'm not actually going to do the stutter in person, but based on the dialogue, yeah, he's a bit illiterate in this universe. The fight between the Ultimate Spider-Man and the Spot commences, and at first, the Spot gets the upper hand on the both of them, because they have no experience in dealing with this foe, and we see Spider-Dad gets incapacitated, and the suit tries its best to figure out a way to defeat him. Combat routines engaging. Buckle up, kid, as we see the Venom suit begin to shoot out webs, but Spot just opens up a portal and it ends up going in Venom's face, using his own web attacks against him. And Spider-Dad sees this and he gets mad. He's like, "Hey, that's my son!" And before he could help him, one of his feet gets trapped in one of the portals and it makes him lose his footing. And Spot punches Venom in the face by using his portal, incapacitating the both of them at the same time. And as the two Spider-Men get their footing again, Spider-Dad lets the villain know, "This is gonna sound like a joke, but there's something behind you." Huh? What? There's more of you? And we find out Miles Morales has arrived on the scene, and he sees Spot. "Sorry, Spot, but I'm the only one doing it like me," as he kicks him away. "Oh, I didn't see y'all." Guess he was right. And both of the Ultimate Spider-Men are like awestruck. They're like, whoa, like this is a new Spider-Man on the scene and he's more experienced than us. Like, what's going on here? And Miles is like, multiple Spider-Men? Check. An Angro-looking Spot? Check. I guess that means I'm officially in another universe. "Who the hell is Spot?" asks Spot. "Ain't it obvious, bro? The guy whose butt I'm about to kick." And then we see Miles come in and kick Spot in the chest, sending him flying into a wall. And Spot tries to activate his abilities and says, "I'm powerful, I'm important." And Miles lets him know, "I hate to disappoint you, my guy, but I got a feeling. things just ain't gonna work out for you today. And then we see Miles charge up his Venom energy and punch Spot in the face, knocking him out. And both Ultimate Spider-Dad and Venom are just seeing that, and he's like, well, shit. Language, Dad. Hey, Spider-Man. I'm a black Spider-Man. Nice to meet you. And you're... Please, don't tell me your name is Venom. No, but that's not a bad name, though. Wait, no, I take it back. Too late. My name is definitely now Venom. Thanks for the save, says Spider-Dad. No problem. All good. You know what they say about Spider-Man. And both of the Ultimate Spider-Man have no idea what he's talking about, and they're like, what? We, well, do whatever a spider can do? I guess I could see that. One multiversal monologue later, and all three of the Spider-Men go swinging across the city, and Spider-Dad says, huh, an alternate universe, and I'm Spider-Man there too. So it's basically the same? Kind of. The skies are way less crowded here though. So you've really been doing this for only a year and a half? Miles says. Actually, I've just started a few months ago. There's another me as well? Oh, Venom. I really don't know the dude that well. He does. He's just not letting him know who the main Marvel Universe Venom was, and he doesn't know who the original Ultimate Venom was either, so there is that. Look, I get this is all news for you. Trust me, the multiverse gets old fast. But I'm looking for my sister, okay? She's just a kid. Could we focus a little? Of course. As the Ultimate Spider-Men go about the city looking for Billy, we see Venom say, "Can you believe how cool he is, Dad? Like when he says I'm Spider-Man, it sounds right, you know? Like it fits." I mean, I guess. Look at how he swings. So smooth and natural. Or how he took out that thing back there. He makes it look effortless. I mean, I think a lot of that just comes with experience. But he sounds my age, Dad. Younger than you for sure. I mean, I think I'm a pretty good Spider-Man, considering I haven't been at it very long. Dad. Plus, I've got a wife and kids, so I can't be swinging around carefree all day and night, you know? Spending time with you guys is more important. Don't be weird, Dad. I'm not being weird. Oh, you want to know what I think is weird? Ugh, can we drop this, Dad? Your own father being your second favorite Spider-Man. I think that's weird. Oh, God. And as these two are going at it, we see an old lady is watching and she shouts, "Get a good look, pervert." It's not... I don't want... I'm sorry, madam. And they both swing away from the situation. But he catches up to Venom and says, "So, who's your favorite father, huh? Uncle Ben? Your English school teacher? The college student who babysat you when you were a baby?" As the two are bickering in mid-swing, we see Ultimate Spot has re-emerged again, spouting, "I took it. It wasn't for me, but I took it. Tough luck, Tyrone." And he's talking about the box that Tony Stark had sent out to people. Tyrone was one of them to become the Spot, but it seems like this guy took the advantage and took the superpowers for himself. And he says, "It made me somebody. You can't get rid of me. I don't come out." You know, actually, Spot's not as bad. And we see Miles Morales pull up again and says, "Bro, can't we see that we've moved on? Read the room." And he knocks Spot out again. And both of the Ultimate Spider-Man witness it. And both are awestruck. In the next page, we catch up with the villains. Members of the Ultimate Illuminati are being informed of the incursions. Eh? "What is it, Marilyn?" asks Captain Britain. "There has been a dimensional incursion of some kind. Actually, two of them, Director Fury. I see a spider hero, trickster, climber, failing, finally, always, and a spider's sister, opener of ways. Great Grey One, this is city technology, the unmistakable teleportation signature of the Maker himself." Then we see DaCosta, who is still draining blood from his son, who would typically be Sunspot in this universe, and he asks, could it really be him? Escaped early somehow? And the Hulk asks, or some great weapon he left behind. Perhaps a message, or an agent. Whatever it may be, they all say, "I want it." In the next page, we go to the Triskelion, the secret headquarters of the Ultimates. "That's the Maker's signature," says Tony. "It's not him." "What are you basing that on, Doom?" "Chiefly, that we're all still alive." And Steve says, "I'll send these two to check it out." Them? I mean, this could be pretty important. You sure, Steve? "They can handle it, Tony. Plus, they're practically local." And we follow up with both of the Ultimate Spider-Men, looking for Billy. And Spider-Dad says, "We can't keep looking into windows. People are going to get the wrong idea about this whole Spider-Man thing. Hey, Spider-Man, still weird." And Spider-Dad tells Miles, "We've been looking for a while, attracting a lot of attention. The cops are probably on their way, and there are some bad people out there looking for guys like us." And Miles responds to him, "So, come and look then," as he turns invisible. And Venom's just like gassing over it. It's like, bruh, you can become invisible? That's so cool. And Spider-Dad's just out here looking jealous, like, let's be real. "Look, it's been hours. If she was in the area, we would have found her. Why don't you just crash out at our place tonight? We'll start fresh in the morning." "Crash? That's my sister, man. She's 11 months old. She doesn't know a single person in this universe. Look, you guys do you, but I'm not gonna stop until I find Billy. Not for anything." But I'm good. Seriously, I got this." "Alright, I don't like it, but alright. Well, we'll check on you tomorrow." "But Dad..." "It's a school night, and we're already way past your bedtime. That was the deal." So embarrassing. "It was so cool to meet you, Spider-Man." "Huh? What?" "Oh, yeah, you too." As we see both of them have a handshake and swing off. And we see Venom say, "I wonder if I can become invisible." And as we see Miles is alone on top of the building, he's having that inner monologue and he says, "I can handle this." As Miles begins to patrol the streets of New York City, he begins to see the differences between his world and this one. And he says in his monologue, "Just to be safe, I searched in camouflage for a while, and damn, Spider-Dad was right about one thing. Never seen anything like that before. Like faded old photographs or something." As we see Miles Morales is finally getting to see members of the Hand in the Ultimate Universe. So, I swing over to Brooklyn and try not to freak out. "Where are you, Billy?" I check out our address, and it's the only place Billy knows. I thought maybe she found her way back home. I know that doesn't really make sense, but what else have I got? Nothing. I've got nothing. No Billy," as he looks through one of the windows, and he begins to question his existence in this world. It's not even the same building. It's some other family living in some other apartment. Do we not even exist here? And he says, "Ouch," Because the thing is, right, Miles Morales, the guy that we see right here in the story, he's from Earth 1610, but there actually was a Miles Morales on Earth 616 who went to Earth 1610 and came back as Ultimatum, and now he's on Earth 6160, and it seems Miles don't exist at all, for now. I swing around my neighborhood for a while, but it's not my neighborhood, not my world. From high up, it looks the same, but close up, it's all different. As we see Miles is looking at a wanted poster for the Ultimates, and it says, if you see something, say something. The terrorists are not your friends, as we see some spray paint over it saying, Ultimates Unite. I can find her, Miles says, but then his spidey senses go off as someone says, Jan, there he is. Gotcha. As a giant hand comes in and grabs Miles, in his head he's saying, I can handle this. And this giant figure says, a lot of people are looking for you, you know. Everyone's worried. They figure you could be here for only 2 reasons. So just tell us, are you here to destroy the world or save it? And we find out it's Ultimate Wasp and Giant Man who have captured Miles Morales. And in the final monologue of the comic, I can handle anything the world throws at me. Right? And that is where Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion issue number 1 ends. So that was Ultimate Incursion issue number 1. And personally, I thought this comic was mid when it comes down to issue number 1 so far. One issue that I'm kind of having already with this book is this going to be another clickbait title, a bit like that so-called want to be Ultimate X-Men from Peach Momoko, where I've noticed in this comic where when they've used the word incursion, they've used it for a completely different meaning this time round. They've used the word incursion for when Miles and his little sister teleported onto Earth 6160, and not a traditional 2 planet Earths colliding into each other like how Jonathan Hickman established in his Avengers and New Avengers and Secret Wars. So if I expect 2 planets to be colliding and then obviously stopping it from happening in this story by the end, but if that's not what that's going to be, that's going to be a real scummy move on Marvel's part for using the word incursion to get people gassed up during the multiverse phase of the MCU. You know, so I'm expecting to see some Secret Wars incursion level stuff here. Another issue that I have with this story, and like I said guys, I'm always gonna have a problem with this character, is Miles Morales. And it's another problem I have with it is more Marvel favoritism when it comes down to the Ultimate Universe. If Miles Morales, who's going to be the main character of this story, when he has no connection to Earth 6160, so the new Ultimate Universe, he has no connection from it, he was not born there, why is he in this story and not Jimmy Hudson as well? More of this fucking favoritism. We want more Jimmy Hudson. We didn't want him to be a part of the TVA, we wanted him to go to the new Ultimate Universe. But no, more of that favoritism bullshit that people just love to just act like doesn't exist, but no, it does fucking exist. But please, I'm going to explain to you why I don't like Miles Morales and why I'm never going to like Miles Morales. For a lot of you Miles Morales fans, and I mean 99% of you, I know how you guys operate. You guys aren't even a fan of the universe that Miles Morales came from. I am, and I'm very well experienced that you guys are not. So let me educate you. I know for a fact 99% of you were not there when Ultimates 3 was released. One of the worst comic books ever made by Marvel. Then directly after that, and I know most of you, 99% of you, were not there when they dropped Ultimatum. Let me just explain to you. Most of us who are Ultimate Universe fans of the original, that's when most of us stopped being fans of the original. Because we witnessed heroes that we grew up with our childhood. So for you, your childhood, you grew up with Miles Morales and you love that character, right? Same concept, but with the rest of the Ultimate Universe, not just one character. Thank you very much. We loved all of it. So when Ultimates 3 and Ultimatum happened, we literally watched our childhood heroes get brutally murdered for no reason other than shock value. Then directly after those two stories, right, where everybody is angry at Marvel and they're pissed off, and they're like, Marvel's like, you know what, let's go even further than that. Let's go kill off Ultimate Spider-Man as well. The readers are just gonna love that, right? So after killing off most of the favorite characters of the original, then you want to kill off the best-selling character of the original Ultimate Universe. Whose idea was that? I have no fucking idea, but it ruined my childhood. And then they tried to be like, oh, now that we've killed off Spider-Man and we've released Ultimate Fallout, do you mind just ignoring all of those childhood memories you had with these other characters? And can you just, like, begin to like our new replacements, please? Sorry, we're not going to fix the problems that we made, by the way, even though you've been asking us to fix it before the creation of this new Ultimate Universe. We're still not going to do it, and you're never going to fix it now. So now that you've never going to fix all of the fuckery that you did with Earth 1610, do you really expect me to like Miles after doing all of that and just outright refusing to fix what they did to it? You're taking the piss. You're asking me for way too much. It's basically, you expect me as a fan to ignore what I like as a fan so you can feel more comfortable as a fan of your character. You can go suck your mum if that's how you operate. Because I will never like this character ever because of that. But anywho, the artwork was okay. I think the artwork was pretty solid. I didn't see any problems with that. But I just don't feel anything for a lot of these characters because, one, I'm not a fan of Jonathan Hickman's Ultimate Spider-Man. Personally, it's nowhere near as good as the original. Hey guys, if you find Spider-Man not being Spider-Man and reading people in rooms not doing anything, spouting out exposition with fat paragraphs with little action, you need to sort out your quality control, because I personally just find it extremely boring. It's like, for fuck's sake, can something actually happen? People say like, yeah, Gwen Stacy is Mysterio, so oh, it's a mantle swap. Wow, another mantle swap. Wow, how many mantle swaps have we been getting within the last 10 years? We have mantle swaps every other day. I don't care if we get a new mantle swap. Oh, the Sinister Six are going to be good guys instead of bad guys. Wow. More identity swaps, okay? Same characters, same designs as 616, except they're just good guys. You gotta be more original than that, you know? So, and you gotta bring more to it than that, than exposition all the damn time. Like, you're not building up Secret Wars Part 2 here. This is Spider-Man. This is a street-level character. Why do we have Avengers and New Avengers and Secret Wars level writing in Spider-Man? I don't know, but I think Jonathan Hickman's Ultimate Spider-Man is deeply overrated, personally. If you guys enjoy it, then you guys go enjoy it, but I need actual Spider-Man than big paragraphs of characters spouting exposition. I need more than that, man. I do understand, though, this is only issue number 1, but a problem that I have with this story already is lack of Jimmy Hudson. Again, like I said, some people were trying to use this excuse against me when I wanted to see more Jimmy Hudson in the in the new Ultimate Universe. People were telling me, actually, you can go find those comments in my Jimmy Hudson videos. I'm pretty sure you can find them right now. But there was some people telling me it wouldn't make sense for Jimmy Hudson to go in the new Ultimate Universe because he has no connection to it. So this was before Miles Morales was confirmed to be an Ultimate Incursion. This was before that. So I'm pretty sure if you go find those comments, you can go laugh at that guy and be like, yo, if Miles Morales can get a story in the new Ultimate Universe when he technically has no connection to it, it's technically not where he comes from. It's a completely new universe. Then why can't Jimmy Hudson get the same treatment? Favoritism. It's that bullshit favoritism that Marvel keeps on doing. Like, people like to act like Miles Morales is this deeply beloved character. He's not. The fan base are just loud about it. They love to talk about his race when everybody on fucking Twitter talks about race. And every time they mention or Miles Morales, people will just naturally share it because he's Black Spider-Man. I'm not dumb. We know how you people move. Then we've got the whole plot line with Miles Morales' little sister was the reason of why Miles Morales went to the Ultimate Universe. I think this was a very weak excuse to write this story because you mentioned the part where Miles Morales gets the card from the Maker, but you completely ignored the part in Ultimate Invasion issue number 1 when the main Marvel Universe Illuminati were trying to stop the Maker. That would have made more sense for Miles Morales to actually go to Earth 6160, because he could have been like, hey dude, that guy you were after all those months ago, he gave me this card to this world. We need to stop him. That would have been a lot more interesting and would have made more sense. It's like, dude, why would you throw away a teleportation card in the bin with your little, like, why would you do that? Like, you know, the guy gave you a device that will allow you to teleport to another universe. Why would you just throw that in the bin? What's wrong with you? That's how I personally see it. Like, it's just, ugh, you know, it doesn't get me to be invested in the character. It just makes me see the character as a fucking idiot. Like, what, bro? Ugh, I don't know. Like, to me, if I had a teleportation device, regardless of who gave it to me, I wouldn't throw it in the bin. That's just me personally. I don't know about you, but I sure as hell wouldn't throw away that kind of technology in the bin. Like, I don't know. But yeah, so I'm still going to pay attention to this story. I'm still going to keep up with it. But overall, folks, I am not, like, excited for this anymore. So hopefully it gets better throughout the rest of the issues. But, Miles. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you drop a like if you did. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.